Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Dear Captain.
Red flag.
Just you.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I love you.
Wine.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff. Cheers. Ill-advised. This is Ill-advised.
Hi, Biffs. Hello and welcome to Ill-Advised the podcast. Stephanie and I are resting up our voices this week so we can bring you more anecdotes, more fuckery, and more confusion. That means that you get another episode from the vault. These are previously recorded questions and responses that we've saved for a rainy day like this one. And although we're giving our vocal cords a rest, it doesn't mean that you can't get fresh content. So sit back and enjoy, because here it comes. Our first question comes from Reddit's Am I the Asshole thread. Sit back, listen on while Stephanie reads, and I contemplate whether or not I think this dad's an asshole. Seems pretty straightforward, right?
If I really want to know what's coming up next, so can we do it quick?
We sure can. We sure can try. 10 months ago, am I the asshole for laughing when my son came home from meeting his girlfriend's parents because he chose to behave like he does at home?
Yes. No, wait, no, you're not the asshole. Yes, he's an asshole.
Well, we don't know how he behaves at home.
We're about
but
to find
she laughed, or they laughed, so it's got to be good.
Do it.
Oh, my son burps a lot while eating.
Those were not planned. We just had them.
I was just going to say that was not.
Yeah, you're still going. Those are going to be like, I can't wait to ride those vocals to like the max volume.
Ew.
Yeah.
My son burps a lot while eating. I have tried telling him multiple times that it is rude. I've told him to slow down so he doesn't swallow air with his food. I've told him that it is disgusting. My wife will instantly jump in to defend him. She will say that's just the way he is and that it's not his fault.
Que sera, sera.
The thing is, he can control himself when I remind him. He just chooses not to. He just went on a date with his girlfriend last night and she tore him a new asshole. It was his first time meeting her parents since they live in another city. They went out to a fancy restaurant and he burped all the way through supper. He came home almost in tears from her chewing him out for behaving like a jackass in front of her family. I heard him telling my wife about it and I laughed. She asked what was so funny, and I reminded them both that I had tried dozens, if not hundreds of times to teach him table manners, and he rejected them, and she protected him. I said that now he is a grown man, and he had to learn the hard way. They both think she, as in the girlfriend, overreacted, and that I'm the asshole for being amused by his experience.
That's it?
Yeah.
There's not enough information on this. She chewed him out. What does that mean to you as an individual? She embarrassed you because you embarrassed her? Or she literally, like, fucking tore you a new one?
Chewed him up and then burped him out.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough information for this. But Dad, he's the writer? Dad is the writer? Like, no one wants an I told you so.
Dad didn't even I told you so. He just laughed.
Yeah, and said, I've been trying to get you to fix this.
When Mom was like, what's so funny?
Right. But I've been telling you to fucking fix this. Like, that was an I told you so. Like, I knew it wasn't going to get you far in life. That's kind of shitty.
What's the kicker for me is that he's a whole adult now. I thought they were still maybe talking about like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, that's true too. And he couldn't, but that's a
like
developmental.
you came home appalled that
not developmental, but like a
girlfriend's
social issue. Like, well, developmental is psychological. That's the word I was fucking looking for. On this podcast, never. I was thinking like it's a psychological issue. Maybe he doesn't have that being able to recognize the situations.
Okay, which would be why Mom was defending the son.
Yeah, maybe.
But I feel like maybe that would have been mentioned.
Maybe.
Like
maybe
Mom
not.
thinks...
If it's not something diagnosed, also Dad thinks it's okay to laugh.
Mom thinks that like he's not capable of certain social.
Yeah.
But I think that it's just a choice.
Yeah. And it's disagreements, but either way, like if you think that that's what it is, isn't there a part of your mind that says like, well, maybe my wife is right? Like a tiny bit? Because that's enough for me to be like, wait, if I'm going to be wrong.
I feel like it's very stereotypical for like mom to be like, listen,
Caring.
we should see if maybe
Right.
there's more there. And dad's like, no, he needs to just fucking figure it out.
Nah. In my day, we ...
He ain't have no issues.
Right.
He just is a jerk.
Right.
He just burps every second when he eats. Maybe there's like a gastronomical.
Yes.
What is that? What's gastronomical?
It's phenomenal when you're farting.
Or burping?
Or burping. Sure. Gas is gas is gas is gas.
Is gastronomical a word?
Probably. Just because you said it with a question mark.
Define gastronomical. Gastronomical. Relating to the practice of cooking or eating good food.
I suggest we finish this so we can go have a gastronomically good time.
I'm with you that there's not a ton of information. Like, I think it's weird as an adult male, you don't know better than to like be burping out to dinner in a nice restaurant with your girlfriend's parents who you just met for the first time. But
I
also
don't think it's weird because, man, at the same time.
But like when you've been hearing it over and over, like, can you please not do that?
Right.
Like, that's rude.
Yeah.
And then you go out and this same exact situation happens and now it's your girlfriend. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
And you're still like, Mom.
But I love her.
Her and dad are picking on me for burping every second in public restaurants at dinner time.
I mean, at the end of the day, Dad kicked him while he was down.
I
That's what I was
disagree because like Dad was just like chuckling in the background and Mom was like, what's so funny? And Dad was saying like,
yeah, but I feel like
it wasn't
in
like
some way, like he recognizes now, like maybe he never was in a position where he was like, Dad's right or Dad has some sense or whatever. I don't know. What's the response on that one?
what's your vote? Not enough.
Not enough information. Everyone's the asshole here. No, Dad's an asshole.
Yeah.
Dad's an asshole.
I think Dad's not the asshole. My personal vote.
What's the...
Reddit vote is not the asshole. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I tried to teach my kid table manners, but his mother objected. He just got destroyed on a date meeting his girlfriend's parents. I laughed when I heard the story. I might be the asshole for not commiserating with him about his girlfriend yelling at him for burping through an entire meal with her parents.
That is the only reason I think he's the asshole. The only reason.
Not the asshole. I also laughed at this.
I guess
How
me
old
too.
is your son? Doesn't matter either way. There are times for this behavior. Dinner at a restaurant is not one of those times. Girlfriend did not overreact. Hopefully he learns a valuable lesson from this.
Okay.
I'm taking a leap of faith that you and his doctor have eliminated the possibility that your son has a medical issue, and am assuming he's just an immature and poorly socialized young man.
Thank you.
Sadly, I have known a few young men who think they can belch and fart around their girlfriends and their parents.
Man.
Not the asshole.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the only way I think he's an asshole. Just by, like, not being sensitive to the situation. Which ultimately was, I'm your son. I'm having a hard time. I know that you don't disagree with me, but can you help me feel better and see something else rather than like, well, I've
Tried
been
to tell
telling
you.
Exactly. That's the only reason for me.
Usually I'm with you, but not that I'm against you.
Yeah. No. I'm not against
just
him
like-
being not the asshole either. Not enough information.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
should've
I
stuck
liked
with
the
that.
second post. Like, What if there is some sort
Yeah.
of, because that sounds kind of,
Yeah, he doesn't have like that social gene.
or like a actual physical health
Yeah,
thing that's
that's true
like
too.
certain foods or
Yours is more plausible.
eating in general. You know what I mean?
Right. You mean human? Extra human because he generates extra gas. I don't know. But, I mean, good questions, Biff.
Yes.
Oh, man. Join us next week when we do this shit all over again.
Yes.
Ain't that some shit? Not the asshole? Oh, we get it though. Our next question is a doozy. A married man contemplates whether or not he wants to be gay anymore. Go figure, huh? This is from themetro.co.uk. Listen in while I read this one to Biff and we talk about what it means to contemplate your sexuality. This one's pretty interesting. Don't try skipping ahead.
Happy Pride Month, Biff.
I was going to say maybe not one more.
I don't want to like other men. My wife's taken me back, but I cannot stop being gay.
Oh.
From my birthday.
August?
2022. No, October 20th.
God damn it.
2022. That's funny.
Your real birthday.
Talking about my birthday on your birthday.
And about being gay.
Right. And
I've tried to
Yep.
stop. I just don't want to take. I don't even feel comfortable saying it. I just can't stop.
oh my God. I'm just going to read now. Please
Yeah.
stop thinking.
I can't.
3 years ago, I left my wife for another man.
No.
It's been 17 for me. That's not true. I didn't leave her for another man. I just
your
left
wife.
her. And then I found a man. I always knew I was gay, but tried to live the life my parents expected, so suppressed my feelings. I married and had 2 children, now 6 and 8. I supported the family as my wife doesn't work. On the surface, we looked like a traditional family, which everyone in my culture approves of. Sex with my wife has never been great, understandably. I couldn't resist sneaking into gay clubs, where I met the guy I fell in love with.
Oh.
Things went wrong in my new relationship. I went home begging forgiveness. Perhaps I shouldn't, but I had nowhere to go and missed my kids. Everyone was delighted. My wife accepted me back on one condition, that I stop being gay and never get involved with another man. If I could stop being gay, I would. Yearning for other men makes me feel worthless. I love my kids who know nothing of this. Believe it or not, I love my wife, but in a sisterly way.
No shit.
Is there therapy that could make me stop wanting other men?
Oh.
That's...
I've heard a lot of like, I tried to hide it. I tried to ignore it. I tried to pretend I was straight. But I don't think I've ever heard full on, like, if I could stop being gay right now, I would.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that either.
I would love to stop sucking cocks, and I cannot.
I just want to be cockless.
I just want to stop taking dick in the butt.
If I could just stop emptying balls, I would be okay.
I love my wife as my sister. You know, I don't think I've ever heard, like, I want to not be gay anymore.
Yeah, I
I've
haven't
heard
heard
all
that
of
either.
the, I've ignored it. I hid it.
Yeah,
I've
I've tried everything, but
Yeah.
this is who I am.
Like, I
Yeah.
was too scared. I didn't, you know.
I mean, I've heard of the concept, people who hate themselves for being gay.
Yes, same. I
Yeah.
hate myself for being gay, but never, I don't want to be gay
Oh, see,
anymore.
I've heard of the concept, but I've never
Just
actually
like-
encountered it in my life.
Yeah. Would you like to go first since you're the gay man who
You know-
also for a long time tried to hide?
Oh, yeah, I tried to hide it.
You never actually tried to change it though, right? There's a
Oh,
difference.
yes, I did. Why
Did
do
you-
you think I slept
To
with
change it though, or just to hide
change
it?
it.
Like to keep up with
No, to
appearances,
change
or
it.
like if I bang
To
enough
change it.
women, I will be
change it.
straight.
No, it was always to change it.
Really?
It wasn't about keeping up appearances. It was about what's the right path.
Okay.
Yeah. Not let me show it. It was let me know it. Does that make sense?
So it wasn't.
It wasn't shame. How do I put this? It wasn't fear of, well, there was a fear of being gay, but that was only because of the expectation.
The backlash you felt you were going to get.
Right. And I did. It doesn't work. And conversion therapy is a surefire way that in your mindset that you're going to fall into this statistic. And a majority, I actually can't say this with confidence, but I do know that there is a high rate of suicide associated with conversion therapy.
I'd imagine.
I think you made the wrong call going back to your wife, but understand knowing you didn't know where to go.
Yeah, that part
That's hard.
I didn't love because it was like I just had nowhere else to go.
Right. You
It
know who
wasn't
you
like
are. No.
I realized that
I want to
like,
try to be with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
No.
like, I don't want to be homeless.
No. Is there a way
Also,
that
I
you
love my
can
kids.
change who you are? No, because we would all be drinking that fucking Kool-Aid
Yeah.
just to not feel hate.
I don't think I have much for this one.
The only response I have to this is be okay with who you are.
And if you're staying
And
with your wife to
also-
not be homeless.
That's the wrong answer. Also, do you have a spare bedroom to stay in? And if not, can you afford to be out on your own? Because that's not who you love romantically.
Also, it's not fair for her.
It's, oh my God. It's not fair for either of you, but for her
For sure.
especially, with children and being invested in you.
It's absolutely not fair for the writer either. But if they're like, I only went back home because I didn't know what else to do.
Right. Well, that's exactly it. You're like, go, don't come back. Do not give this human false hope because you're insecure with who you are. You're inflicting emotional damage on another person because you don't want to accept who you are. That's not fair.
For sure.
Talk about two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not fair. I'm sorry. You are who you are. You can continue to deny it. Your culture may deny it. But if you continue to deny it, you might as well stay where you are.
Yeah. What was the exact question?
Is there a way for me to not be gay, essentially? What was it? Is there therapy that could make me stop wanting other men?
Oh.
You can try hypnosis.
You can ask Dale.
They wouldn't even.
We've never talked about my mom.
Not like that. I don't think so.
Oh, the pamphlets she tried to leave you.
I don't think so, actually.
That's never come up?
No.
Yeah, because I remember specifically feeling the need to. My mom is
Maybe.
not.
But not
She is
enough
just
for
so
me to remember,
naive.
like, we've
She is
had those
so-
many.
Yeah, maybe it was only one time. Pray the gay way.
That
That's a
doesn't
joke.
work.
That's
But
a
you
joke.
can. I tried.
My mom tried.
I tried, and Jesus is like, I'm just going to sit on your lap.
My mom tried for you for a very long time.
I know. And he was like, I'm sitting on his lap.
He pulls my hair. Curiosity. Has there ever been females other than your wife that you felt attracted to?
It doesn't sound like that's an option.
Okay.
Like going to gay clubs. That's where he found love of his life. And he's sending a question because his wife said, stop being gay. Great. I mean,
I tell my baby dad that all the time, but like, can you not?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, me too.
I don't.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
It's you are who you are. And if you're looking to deny who you are, it's not going to
Don't
end
do
well.
it with your wife.
It's not going to end well. Don't do it with your wife.
Yeah.
Do it on your own.
Yeah.
It's time to go
Yeah.
and find your own home. Want to know what the experts say?
I sure do.
That's what it says. What the experts say. Try to look at this another way. I'm not even going to. Should I?
Yeah, like missionary, not doggy.
No, doggy, because you
No,
can't see their
not
face
doggy,
or their
because
boobs.
now I'm just imagining a man.
Oh.
Right.
we were going different.
Specifically.
I was like, if you do a doggy, you don't have to pretend it's a woman, or you don't have to like look at a woman.
Right.
You can pretend.
That's why you
it's a
want to
man.
look at it from a different angle.
I think we're both
I want to stop
right.
being gay, so I'm going to stare at titties.
Right.
Instead of imagining manhole.
Or I want to still get it up, so I'll fuck a hole, so I'll turn it around.
Pretend it's a manhole.
Right.
Aww.
See? I think we're both right.
Teenage
as always.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What?
Manholes.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I feel like I should be laughing harder at this.
Isn't that what they're called?
Yes.
Okay.
But they live in this.
Exactly. The sewers with manhole covers.
Right.
Right.
But how are you associating Ninja Turtles with not being gay?
Because they live in the manholes. You want to play Ninja Turtles. I'm saying play Barbies. See if that works. Not works like that.
The problem isn't that you are gay.
The problem is that your wife is a woman.
And you're a turtle. No, which is not a choice. But the fact you want the impossible to please your wife. You try to hide your sexuality, forcing yourself into a relationship with someone you don't find physically attractive. Although this, quote, sisterly love can satisfy some aspects of your life, it will always leave you feeling dissatisfaction. Living such a lie is damaging, not just to your own health and stress levels, but will make those around you unhappy too. The evidence suggests so-called conversion therapy does not work, instead increasing the risk of substance abuse, depression, and self-harm.
Well done, Biff.
Would your wife want that for you, the father of her children? You feel forced to choose between your family and your sexuality. But James McCee believes you have both.
James McSee what?
Believes you have both.
Both what?
Your family and your sexuality.
Okay.
Don't lie to your wife and have a boyfriend on the side, he says. But you do need to talk to your wife about creating a future together that lets you be you while having a real role as a loving dad. Rudkin agrees you can be a great dad and a good friend to your wife. Living an authentic life will create contentment. I mean, sure, but will it work? Can we be friends? I just want to fuck your brother.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
It's going to take wifey a long time to...
Yeah, be friends with you.
Right.
Well, that's... I'm... Biff?
I'm not saying anything.
There's nothing to... Like, what is there?
No, it was...
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I agree with all of it.
Yeah. It's just... It's just...
You're fucking both a lot of worlds by not...
Being
Go to
authentic.
therapy. Not for conversion.
Not conversion, just therapy.
Why do I hate myself?
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Even better than that answer. Why do I hate myself?
Because you're ruining a lot of lives on your self-hate journey.
Yeah. This is a crusade you're not going to win. Well, I mean, you're going to win, just not in the way that you think you want to.
And whether your wife is playing a happy home or not, she is also...
Yeah, she's on edge. There's no trust
miserable,
here.
No trust.
She's going to want to know where you are every hour of the day.
She's never going to be convinced that you no longer are attracted to men.
How many nights is she going to sit outside that gay club to see if he goes in? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, there's no happy ending here.
Yeah.
So either you talk to her about like, hey, I'm going to be gay and you need to be okay with it and maybe we can still be together. Or I think the more realistic option is...
Yeah, her only condition was...
Right. Don't be gay.
Right.
Literally, don't be gay. Oh, sure.
Oh, okay, well, since you said that, then by all means.
It's as easy as choosing to be sexy.
Yeah.
And pretty.
I'm all done being gay now. Bend over with that football
helmet on. I would have no love handles if I could choose that. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you.
Right.
I don't know.
Go to therapy. You deserve to live a very happy, fulfilling life, as does your wife and your children.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
That is it.
That is it.
Could you ever even fathom existing in a way that you didn't want to live the way that you are? It's insane to me. And that's really a product of the environment that we're raised in. And it's cultural and it's like moral, ethical, internal dilemma that so many gay people who don't have families in the conventional ways actually feel before they come out. So I had to read that one. Plus, it was Pride Month, so it seemed appropriate, right? Our last one comes from Ask Amy. And in this question, a husband is caught red-handed, and his wife's solution is tit for tat. Let's see where this one goes, huh? Oh, don't look at me like that.
This is from June 14th, 2024.
Oh, word.
My husband started a Facebook dating profile, so I did too.
See, this is a perfect example where the punishment matches the crime. Not like last week when he went out with his friends on vacation. She cheated on him. No!
Debatable.
Listen, I'm not saying she was wrong. I'm not saying he was right. I'm just saying that these don't match to me. You know? Like, he went away with his friends, so she
That guy
disappeared.
just gave birth to his fucking child.
Right, I'm not.
Months ago.
I'm not
and
condemning
probably
it.
told him, please don't fucking leave me home.
I'm not condemning it. I'm just like,
I think it matches.
doesn't match.
I told you don't leave.
So I tried to.
Whoops.
Okay, you win. Go on.
Dear Amy, I recently discovered that my husband was messaging and talking to 3 women through the dating portion of Facebook.
3?
I saw messages on his phone from one woman. I also noted that he had a phone call with her that lasted for 44 minutes.
Wow, what were you doing?
I confronted him about this, and he said he was trying to learn how to communicate and that he was not cheating.
Oh.
Can I pause and drink too?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to be able to right now. This should have been brown liquor.
Fucking cheers. I decided that if he thought this was okay, then it should be okay for me too. I started my own profile in the dating portion of Facebook. My husband did not like the attention I was getting, and he shut down his activity and ended all communication with the other women. I also ended mine. We have a great intimate relationship, but I'm still hurt and I don't trust him. We have been through a lot over the past 28 years.
28?
Do you have any advice? Feeling betrayed. I knew they were older just because of the dating portion of Facebook.
Right. They've been around since Facebook was exclusive to college students.
What portion of Facebook is this? Oh.
What is this
there's
fuckery?
Others here? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Biff trying to learn how to communicate?
Bull fucking shit. He just got tired of going to bars and striking out.
I've heard a lot of excuses.
That's a good one. I gotta give him credit.
How?
Just like, I'm sorry, not a good excuse, just a creative one. Like you know what I mean? Like, I haven't heard it yet. Like, hey, there was some effort there.
I can go with creative.
Creative effort.
Good. No,
I don't think it was good in terms of like,
really?
hey, really, you've
This is
exonerated
how
yourself because you haven't.
You're 50-something years old. You went on Facebook dating to learn how to fucking communicate.
I'm sorry, Facebook dating portion.
You went on the portion of Facebook that has dating.
The communication tab. You know,
You could have been like, I don't know. I saw the heart and I thought it was people who liked me or something.
Yeah, he could have been stupid.
And I was
about
right.
It.
And there's these 3 women
This is
like
the
me.
one time where, like, men, you should be stupid.
I tried to communicate.
No, what you did was spend 44 minutes on the phone with someone who might possibly somehow replace your wife.
44 minutes is a long
It's a
time on the
long
phone.
fucking time. And also, if you want to learn how to communicate, the world has invented this phenomenal artistry of therapy
Mm.
that you would absolutely 100% benefit from, so you can learn how to leave your husband who's absolutely cheating on you despite being off of Facebook dating.
Yeah. There's also portions of Google
Mhm.
that teach you how to communicate.
Yep. And there's portions of computer history that show you exactly where he's been. And also take his phone,
Mm.
because he's given you every reason to go through it without being mad at you. And if he's mad at you, it's because you found something.
Well,
Or at
she
least
said
he
I
thinks.
saw his phone. He was fucking 44-minute conversations.
Yeah, but you should have gone
34
further.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Check his other
You
portions.
didn't go fast enough.
Didn't-
Plus, if he has 2 calculators, one of those needs a passcode so that you can access files and other apps. Those apps exist.
Well, according to his reason for being on Facebook dating,
Mhm.
I can't imagine he knows how to do all that
No.
smart stuff.
No, I'm just saying that you didn't look deep enough.
Agreed.
And so you don't trust him. You've been through a lot in 28 years. You can stay with him if you want to. Absolutely. Know that your instinct to leave him is the right one. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, was there an instinct?
No, there wasn't. I'm just projecting. Not projecting. That makes it sound like I think my boyfriend's cheating on me. Not projecting. I'm
ill-advising.
yeah. Yeah, fuck yourself. Don't question me. You know the name
My
of the
husband
podcast.
did not like the attention I was getting, and he shut down his activity and ended all communication with other women.
No, it's only something he can do. He's not stopping. He's not stopping. He just wants you to know you can't do it.
Yeah, I agree. I just find it funny how when she does it, then it's like, oh, well, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You have 7 guys on there. I only got 3.
Right. It's bullshit. It's double standards. There's nothing effective about this. And I bet you that if you went through everything that you've gone through, the a lot that you've gone through in 28 years, you're going to find other patterns of this similar issue.
Yeah, you probably just never felt a need to
Right.
check or
Get tested. Yeah. This isn't the first time he's done this.
I agree.
Sorry. Run.
And he only shut his down because he got caught.
Because, right, exactly. He got caught, and because he doesn't want you thinking you can do it too.
Right. So
No.
he's going to shut his down until you feel more comfortable that his is gone and he's
Right.
not doing it anymore. And, then
And he's going to go back to the bar.
Yeah.
Where he was striking out.
Or Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, I would never look for Puff anymore. So that's brilliant.
Oh, yeah. What is it now? Hinge?
Oh, that's where I met one of my boyfriends.
Oh, well, that worked out great.
Sure did.
Is that our advice? Fucking leave.
Fucking go.
You saw all the attention you got. Like, hello.
But
You still got it. So don't be like, I'm older now. I've been in a relationship for 20 years.
Yeah, you don't trust
Because
him.
you still got it.
You don't trust him. And unless you go to therapy with him and you can monitor his regular activity, are you going to?
We have a great intimate relationship, but I'm still hurt and I don't trust him.
That's it.
We've been through a lot over the past 28 years.
I don't trust
Women.
him is not just
Women.
right now.
From one woman to another.
2 women to another. 1.5.
It doesn't matter how much time we have put in. It doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
It is not a reason.
We
It is
all
not a
want to
reason.
be able to say we've been together for 3 decades. We want to. But honestly,
Listen,
it
after
doesn't
so
matter.
much time, it's daunting, the thought of starting over. Like, it's already
Yeah.
been 10 years, 12
Sure.
years, 28 years. Like, am I really? Yes, you
Mhm.
really are.
You know what's fascinating about starting over is learning the things about yourself you didn't know. And I can attest to that.
Finding the things that you're like, oh, I never thought this was possible. Or like, I've
Yeah.
been settling for so long.
And you know
because
what? I
I've been
think-
comfortable. Or
I
because
think that
I've put in so much time and energy and effort into this relationship. Why does he get to just go off with a new woman after I?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that in some way or another, we've all got this ideal in our heads,
Mm.
right? Of what we think the perfect mate is or what we think the perfect person is or whatever. And or you find that person, first of all, and realize that, whoa, hello, perfection's not here.
Mhm.
Or you realize that it's not as important as you thought you were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't find that person and you recognize that there's something else out there that you didn't know you wanted
Right.
or that you needed.
Right.
That's a big one. You know
Sure
what I mean?
is.
Stability.
You didn't realize you were settling until it's like, oh, whoa.
And then at that point, it's not settling anymore.
Right.
At that point, it's like fulfillment.
Should we say what?
Yes.
Dear feeling betrayed. Well, it looks like as if your husband learned how to communicate. 45-minute phone call.
He learned how to communicate.
Well, it looks as if your husband learned how to communicate.
Can you keep reading? Because I think this is sarcasm.
Right.
Oh, okay. Thank
Like
you.
45-minute on the phone.
Oh,
You clearly know
I
how to
thought you
communicate.
added that.
I did.
Oh,
But that's my assumption to what she's referring to.
okay.
Like,
Keep going.
it looks like your husband learned how to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
You received his message loud and clear and sent him back a message of your own. I think it would be great if you two actually put your messages into words. You might start by sending him a private message on your favorite social media platform, sincerely inviting him to an intimate dinner. You might even use the terrifying phrase, honey, we need to talk. And then do that. Talk.
Fear is
You
power.
two have been.
Fear is power. Tell me I'm wrong.
Listen,
We do it to our kids.
I don't survive. If I ever get I gotta talk to you, or I'll tell you later. No. No.
Or when our parents say, we'll talk when we get home. Whoa.
Be home when I get there.
Oh.
Like, when are you getting there? What? I'll take the chicken
Can you
out.
give me a detailed timeline of your day?
Can you text me on
Please?
your way?
Hello? Are you there?
Give me a 20-minute heads
Are
up.
you home?
I'm on my way now, I swear.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You two have been playing a fairly dangerous game, daring one another and leveraging your long and loving relationship in the process. I suggest that you reveal to him how this episode has made you feel. Talk about your feelings and invite him to talk about his. If you two can't break through and have an honest, intimate conversation revealing your feelings about your own lives and your feelings towards each other, couples counseling would help to give you the tools to talk. I hope you'll approach this episode as offering the potential for a relationship reboot. This could be the beginning of a new and positive phase.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
I think Amy is being very optimistic here.
I agree. I was like, listen, you're never going to fucking trust him again. Once a cheat, always a cheat. Although I don't wholeheartedly believe that. I do think that
like
there's
75%.
I'm forever going to be questioning you now.
Yeah.
Just because of myself.
But then isn't that in effect the relationship being over?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I agree with you that this was a very... Listen, you two are old enough now.
But I can also
You can sit
appreciate
down.
the question coming from a place where it's like, I want this to work, but I just can't. How can I make this work?
Yeah, how do I trust?
Yeah, and maybe we didn't answer the question. Maybe we just
That's because
interjected.
I still don't know the
Yeah,
answer.
That's true.
Because sign me up. How do
Yeah.
I trust people?
Amen.
Especially people that have wronged
Yep.
me or
Yep.
betrayed me.
Etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know these were all technically old questions, but they were fucking great. The punishment matched the crime. What do you think? Although, remembering the other question where the wife cheated when he went on a boys' trip, I can't totally agree that matched, but Biff and I have agreed to disagree on that one. Although I'd wished that when he came back, she had just given him everything and said, I'm going on a girls' trip and I'll be back in a year. You know? Less severe. Whatever, I'm not going to win that one. If you haven't noticed yet, Biff's really good at arguing. But that's all that we have for this week. That's it. You're done. You've made it through to the other end of this very, very interesting vault episode. I'm sitting in my office talking to myself, and you're sitting on the other side bearing witness to it. How do you feel?
We'll be back next week with new content for you, but until then, remember that you can find all of our sources and our show notes at illadvisedthepodcast.com, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at illadvisedthepodcast. You're beautiful, you're wonderful, don't change who you are. If the punishment doesn't fit the crime, then fuck it. And make your first date better by belching out the national anthem, and thank you for listening. You've been ill-advised. Ill-Advised is hosted and produced by Stephanie and Ray.
AKA your Biffs.
Send us your questions, your comments, all of your concerns
And your drink recommendations.
to illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com. You can catch up on all of our episodes and our show notes at illadvisedthepodcast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at illadvisedthepodcast. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.
On Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen.
You've been ill-advised.